Not every movie is meant to be scary, but what if it was? Today I'm taking harmless, well-loved films and transforming them into terrifying nightmares. I think I actually have a good idea for this one. I want it to take place on the actual Titanic shipwreck. To start, I need to bring this front bar onto a new layer. This is so that I can put something behind it. This might take a while, so listen to this relaxing music whilst I select all of it. Perfect. Hope that music calmed you down. Now I'm gonna add this skeleton. At the moment it just looks like any old skeleton, but what if I told you it's Jack? I want him to be in his iconic pose. So to do that, I'm going to puppet warp his arms so that they're spread out. Right. I may have given him scoliosis in his arms. That's easy to fix though. He's very bright, so I'm just going to darken him to match the lighting. At the moment, this is just any old skeleton, so to make him actually look like Jack, I'm going to need an actual photo of him. Like this one. Let's cut his face out. He's too perfect at the moment, so let's grab the face of one of those pirate zombies from that pirate movie and also cut it out. Now if I match the size of it and put it over Leo's face, I can now paint in that bad rotting flesh. Lovely. I'm thinking of just doing the right side. That's good. I need to make his real skin match the lighting and make it a lot paler. And to make his head complete, I'm going to add this skull behind the face so that I can merge them. I'm just going to use the eraser tool at a low opacity to slowly fade away the skin with the skull. Let's do the cheek now. Actually, maybe I might just remove his ability to see completely. That's actually looking quite good, so let's put it onto his body. With his face in place, I'm going to start color matching his body. I am going to darken it once more and give it more of a yellow hue. Let's also add a small shadow on the right side of his face. So because he's so dark, I'm going to need to add some highlights on the edges of all those bones. This is also going to take a while, so please relax and listen to this calming music whilst I do the highlights. Let's soften the highlights a little, and now it's time to age him. As it's been more than 100 years, he needs to look it, so I'm going to grab some of this green stuff and just plant it around his body. I'm going to copy this one and put some on his hip, on his arm, his other arm, and his rib cage. Actually, this might take a while. Let's cue that relaxing music and speed this up. That's looking really good. All I need to do now is add the title. So, with it down here, I'm going to make it red. As you know, that's like a scary color. I've got a pretty simple idea for Deadpool, and by simple I mean it won't need a ton of editing, but it's still going to be terrifying. So the first thing I need to do is open camera raw filter and make him look much scarier. I just need to make all that detail in his face look more pronounced. Let's decrease the highlights and the shadows to make all his scars more visible. It doesn't actually matter that his face is too dark, because I'm going to put him in a shadow. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Let's just slightly make the temperature a little cooler. I want him to take up more of the cover. Now it's time to add that shadow. What I want to do is just have his eyes visible. So with this black layer at a lower opacity, I'm going to trace around his eyes. Let's bring back the opacity to 100%, quickly inverse the mask, and then mask it. I'm going to need quite a big feather to make it look natural. That's good. And all I need to do now is the title. I'm not going to use the original one, as I don't think the font they used is particularly scary. I think this one feels so much creepier.